Hey guys, welcome to Quinian's Blender side project crafts thing I got going on here. So last time you guys made a quick little wall, or you put a sword in Minnie's hand, or whatever the case may be. You merged a bunch of stuff together, cleared out the internal geometry, and now you probably have errors. So how do we fix those? It's pretty easy. Blender does have some 3D print built-in tool thing over here. I'm not going to use that because I really don't like it. But you can do it yourself manually. You go into edit mode, select all. I like to be on vertice mode. I don't know if it makes a difference. Probably not, but whatever. Hit the little mesh tab up here, and then go down to cleanup. And I do all of this stuff pretty much in the order it's in. Well, not all of it, but a lot of it. First thing I'm going to do is delete any loose stuff. Look at that. 1 vertice and 5 edges. So I had some random loose garbage hanging out in there. Got rid of that. So hit A, select it all again. Go to mesh. Go to cleanup. And we're going to merge by distance. What this will do is get rid of the 40 vertices that were sitting on top of each other. You don't want that going on either. If you want, you could actually bump up this distance here just a little bit to see, what else will get removed. You can keep doing that until the model becomes distorted. Like now it's getting distorted, so go back one. And right about there is probably good. That gets rid of any excess vertices that you just really don't need. I mean, if it's not going to distort the model, you don't need to have them there. So now that we've done that, we can also use the cleanup tool to fill any holes right here. I don't think any holes were filled. I'm not sure if it ever pops up a thing here. I've done that on every single model. I have absolutely no idea if it ever filled any holes, but I do it anyway, just in case. And then, the last thing to do, for the love of God and all things holy, if you do nothing else, please hit Alt-N and recalculate outside. I have seen so many models come across Thingiverse that the normals are all flipped around and the printer thinks the inside's the outside and the outside is just terrible. If nothing else, please fix your normals. Again, to do that, you hold Alt, push N, hit recalculate outside. Even if it looks like it's fine, it's probably not. Do it anyway. So if you go in your model to look to see if many of the blue lines are pointing into the model and you see that, don't freak out. It's probably not actually a flipped face. It's probably an angled face with the lines going through. You could reduce the size that the lines are if you want to, or while in edit mode and face selection, go to X-ray here, and you can isolate which one is pointing that direction. So it's this one here, this long one. Those long ones, I kind of don't like them. Sometimes they give me errors, but it's probably alright in this case. It is pointing out like it should. It's just the middle of the face is here, so it looks like it's pointing inside. It's not. So everything is pointing the correct direction. That is how you clean up your model prior to trying to do anything else with it. This is also important to do mid-modeling, because if you're going to be adding extra stuff to your model, and you try to boolean something and the normals are all flipped and there's holes and stuff, it will not boolean properly. So we've got to add the bars and these caps and all this good stuff. But I won't be able to do that if everything's all messed up on this. This needs to be correct first before I can add the other things to it. Of course, once you're all done with your whole entire everything, you're done doing all the stuff you're going to do, run through those steps again just to make sure that the final thing you export is actually correct. So looking around in X-ray mode, I happened to notice that there were a whole bunch of little dots here. Those are face centers. That's another good way to spot faces that shouldn't exist, internal geometry you want to get rid of. I didn't even see this brick the first time I looked through it. So now we can go through and delete these pieces and correct the normals and everything. So like right now the normals actually are correct. It would print this just fine like that. But when I got to this part of the printing, it would slow down to do this nonsense on the inside. But anyway, that's what you do to finalize your model, or at least finalize it mid-process. Basically, if you're doing your model in pieces, you want to do this to each separate piece so that when you go to merge them or whatever else you're going to do, they're going to do that correctly. So that'll do it for this one. Of course, as always, thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.